The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money, we can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Uno, dos, tres, yo. In my blue striped car, she's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money, we can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah.
Hey, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, hi. And yes, we have Mary here from Pittsburgh Artist Studio channel. Her channel's linked down below in the description box, and she'll be joining us twice a month. So, before we get started, I just saw we have 10 thumbs up. So, 10 thumbs up, that means happy dance. Thank you. And the next thumbs up will be, next to happy dance, we have 15 thumbs up. Oh, can you tell me in the chat, is that choppy? Are the videos did the countdown video and the music, the happy dance video, can you tell me in the chat, you guys, is yes or no, was that video choppy? On my end, it's showing it's choppy. So please tell me yes or no in the chat. Was that video choppy? The happy dance video. So while I'm waiting to hear from you about that, today we're going to try it. We're going to try it because this is like a trend I've been hearing about. Maybe you guys have heard about it too. Neurograohic art. Neurograohic art, which is supposed to help transform your feelings, like negative feelings, into feelings of calmness. And I've never tried it, so I am going to try it. I'm going to give it a shot today. You're going to watch me see my reaction and see how I like doing neurograohic art. And before we get started, also, I'm going to play a video clip as for educational purposes. I'm going to play a video clip that this artist tells you in 4 steps, gives you a rundown in 4 steps how this works. And I hope you follow along, like on paper or in your art journal. And all you need is a marker and permanent markers if you're going to fill in the shapes with watercolors. But it doesn't have to be permanent marker if you're not going to use water medium. And she explains this a little bit in the video clip I'm going to play. And oh, now I got to read the chat about whether people are saying yes or no. Was it choppy?
I didn't think so.
Hi, Adam Tinkoff. Yes, he said it was a little choppy, but looked like it was part of the style of the video. No biggie. Oh, on my end, it looked hugely choppy. Okay, let's welcome people before we get started. Let's welcome everybody. So the person that gets the door prize is John Shelton, coming to us from the UK. He was here very first, it'd be 5 minutes before it started. Thank you, John Shelton. Then we have Princess Grayson here. Yes, Gracie watercolor. And let me tell you again, we have Mary here from Pittsburgh Artist Studio as my special guest. It's going to be my guest every other week, every other Sunday. Oh, what's this? Oh, Marcus Schaub. Oh, another happy dance where Marcus Schaub gave me a super chat. Marcus Schaub, how nice thank you so much. That's so appreciated to help support my channel. Marcus Schaub, thank you so much. And I'm gonna play a happy dance for that. And we have TSM Rapper. How are you doing? And Dawn Peoples, nice to see you. Welcome in. Redheaded Riding Hood. Oh, channel member in the house. Redheaded Riding Hood. Her channel is linked down below in the description box. Shout out to Redheaded Riding Hood, whose channel is about, well, she's a writer. She's written a children's book, maybe more than one children's book. She's a poet, and poetry. She blogs her travels. She used to live in an RV, so shout out to Redheaded Riding Hood. Adam Tinkoff, welcome. Ransom Fancy Pants. Hi, Rebecca. Yes, Red, your channel's linked down below in the description box with my other channel members. Now I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, then you have please speak up and say, I have a vision disability, so please, if I didn't see it, say hello again. And okay, oh yeah, one more happy dance for Marcus. Thank you, Marcus Job. Super chat.
Happy dance.
my goodness. I'm having huge choppy issues on my end. That didn't play right at all. But thank you so much, Marcus Schaub. I tried to play my happy dance for you.
It's coming in good for me. I don't know.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah, it was coming in okay with me, but I don't know. You know.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, it came in okay.
So the next thing is, what is the next thing? What is the next thing? My mind's blank. I know I'm gonna play this.
Are we gonna do the video or something?
Yes, we were going to. Oh, a question for the chat. A question for the chat. How many of you have tried neurographic art? Go ahead. How many of you have done neurographic art? So go ahead, tell me yes or no in the chat. Who has tried neurographic art before? And please thumbs it up, share it out. It really helps out the channel, and it's free. It's free support for the channel. Free support for the channel to thumbs it up and share it out. Free support. And I'm going to cue up the video clip. The video clip that's going to explain in 4 steps, give you an overall review of what neurographic art is. And she's going to explain it much better than me. And this, I have to say, this is for educational purposes that I'm playing this video clip.
This video will discuss and demonstrate neurographic art. Neurographica is based off the psychological method created by Pavel Piskarev in 2014. Pavel has been quoted saying that it is the art of world transformation, and I see it as the art of positive change. Neurographica can physically capture how our inner being reacts to the outer world, and it can visually transform our fear and chaos of our challenges into something more calming, peaceful, and beautiful. The first step to creating neurographic art is to think about something you wish to find peace in. Consider an area of discomfort, concern, or a challenge. Write this down in a simple word or statement on the back of your paper. If you're using watercolor paper because you wish to add paint later, then tape down your paper using masking tape. If using dry media, then tape is optional. The only purpose of using tape when painting is to keep your paper from warping and to give it a nice border. But when using tape, make sure to get it less sticky by sticking it to clothing or even skin first, so that you can remove it when you're finished painting your project. Next, you'll need to choose a dark line making material like a Sharpie or even a pen. Something permanent is definitely best, especially if you're going to add paint later. Step 2 is to focus on your challenge, whatever you wrote on the back of your paper. And for 3 long seconds, just scribble. Try to move your arm freely, filling your paper. And again, just think about that challenge and see what kinds of lines come through. This is a very expressive activity. If any lines do not extend to the edges, continue them off the page so that no lines stop anywhere inside the edges of your paper. Your next step is the transformation. The law of attraction states that you will attract into your life whatever you focus on. You're going to now curve out all of your corners to transform your image and also, hopefully, your reality. You're going to turn the cause of your stress into something beautiful and positive. Check each of your line intersections and make sure that you are rounding out all of those corners. As you're doing this, you might find yourself highly focused and you're caught up in the moment of what you're doing. And that's exactly what you want to have happen. The purpose is to go into a bit of a meditative state so that you can actually stop thinking about what worries you and find some more peace. When all of your corners have been rounded out, step 4 is to add additional lines to enhance your composition. And where to put them is up to you. You do want to think about balance and your overall composition. You want to look at this now as a piece of art that you have control over. And really, this is a metaphor of your life too. You want to think of your challenge as something now that you also have control over. So add lines as you wish and then round out those corners as well. So Neurographica really connects science with art. A neuron is a cell that carries messages between the brain and the body parts, and it is the basic unit of our central nervous system. A graphic is the artistic use of pictures, shapes, and words. Russian psychologist Piskarev claims that Neurographica awakens dormant neuroconnections, which stimulates positive change within the artist.
People remember heartwarming ads. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a touching moment.
Liberty. Now, a piece of neurographic art could be kept without color, and the lines could be made with colors other than black. However, I'm going to recommend that you take the next step, which is to enhance your work with color. Use watercolor paint, colored pencils, or whatever you have available. Paint and pencils work great for blending. You can color inside shapes with solid or blended colors depending on your preference, and you can change colors whenever you wish. I personally recommend you use 3 or more colors for variety.
Okay, so what was that noise?
That was me.
So what are you doing?
I was getting some deli paper. I didn't want it to go through, you know, because I have these Sharpies, and I wasn't sure how this would work with this thing. This like isn't one of my favorite.
Okay, we just
work on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I hope that gave you an overview of what even the scientific basis for this. It actually has scientific basis from some Russian scientists, actually, and it was developed in 2014. So, okay, so how many of you might be how many of you are following along? Tell me in the chat, yes or no. Who's following along? Let me know in the chat, yes or no. And because my camera goes crazy with white paper, I cannot have white paper on my camera. I don't know why. I've never been able to figure it out. Even troubleshooting with Logitech, they even sent me a new camera. And so I have to use dark colors. I'm going to use white markers on black paper. and probably going to use metallic paints. Metallic paints are going to show up nice on the black. And I have different point sizes of these white markers that actually, Mary, I just got these from Chacola. They want me to review these.
Yeah, I got some too.
Oh, okay. You got
Yeah.
them too. So step one is, oh yes, writing on the back some worry or thing that you're concerned about in your life.
Okay, on the back. Okay.
So I'm actually going to try out Neurograohic Art and see whether I do feel calming benefits from my worry. I actually think, okay, my own commentary is that I actually think that all art when I do art, it's calming to me most of the time, except when I get frustrated about something. So a lot of the art that I do is calming to me, but maybe this is extra specially calming to me. And Mary, you said you have done this before?
Yeah, I did it one time. I didn't do it. I was just trying to get the gist of it, you know. And I really didn't like it because I'm more of a realistic painter. But you know, sometimes it's nice to go off the charts and do something different. So this is what this will be different for me.
So yes. Oh, okay. So yeah, see, we're trying it out. I'm not saying, oh, this is the best. I am trying to share. A lot of people like this technique. So I know on my thumbnail it said best relaxing and fun technique. And I share this with you because the general consensus is this is a very good technique to use. We're just going to see, Mary and I are just going to see personally how we like it.
So are we starting now?
Oh yes, we're writing our, and I wanted to check in the chat who's following along, and also we are right now, disregard that's just something, but I'm going to write my concern or worry on the back. I was trying to get my pen started. They're brand new, you know, and I was trying to get it started.
Oh yeah. I'm wondering how they are. I don't know. Did you get the gouache set? I'm going to use that today.
Oh, I never got the gouache set. No, I never did. Okay, Lisa's following along. Yay, Lisa. In case you're wondering, if you saw my recent Facebook post of the vintage car on the highway with the mountain in the background, she's the one that commissioned me to paint that.
Oh, okay. Well, Lisa's following along. She said she finds that art is therapy. It is definitely therapy, no matter what you do. That's for sure.
Yes, Red, you should try it out. Red thinks it's so cool. She should try it out. She wants to try it out.
Yeah, try it out. It's worth it.
Yeah, follow along right now, Red. Just get out some paper. If you only have crayons at home, you can do this with marker and crayon.
So I'm going to be using just 2 pages out of this book.
So far, I like how this white marker works.
Yeah, oh,
so
good.
So far, I do. The question is, how long do they last?
Yeah, that'll be the
What were you saying?
I like the gouache set. It's really nice. That's what I'm going to use today if I get this done. Oops.
All right, well, and when you're ready, everybody, the next step is for 3 whole seconds. For 3 whole seconds, you're just making scribbles on the paper.
And here I am already starting.
Go ahead, doesn't matter. You don't have, we can go in different paces, okay? So, okay, 1. See, See, because of my vision disability, I don't want to have too many scribbles because my head's gonna get this is what will happen. My head will get in the way of the camera of me trying to get into the details of rounding out the corners. So I'm gonna see how it works if I keep mine more simple than how she was saying it, and then add a few more. She was saying I could add a few more lines for the sake of composition.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping mine more. What was that?
I'm going to add a few more too lines, like thinner lines.
Yes, I wanted to add different thicknesses of lines. That was an idea. Look at this
I like that.
jumbo one. Oh, but Rebecca, are you following along? Rebecca ran some fancy pants. Rebecca, I thought, said she's going to follow. She says she loves neurographic art. Oops, there's my head in the way.
All right, well, I think that's
These are
enough
brand new
for that.
markers. I'm trying to get them started.
I might have a big jumble here, but oh well, we'll see how this works.
Yeah, we're just seeing how this goes. We don't pretend to be experts on this. It's really hard to get markers started. You guys go and proceed ahead and well, after you do your scribble drawing, your line drawing, then you have to round out the corners.
Every corner.
Yeah, wherever two lines intersect, that's going to be like a hard V, there'll be hard angles there, and there'll be hard angles there, and you round out. If you can remember what she showed you, you round out them. Ooh, nice. Oh, look at my nice fat white line.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's all I'm doing. I have to keep mine simple because of my vision disability.
Well, that's probably because this is going to take me forever anyways.
Oh yeah, for the sake of time. Yes, for the sake of time too. You might not want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebecca's following along. Yay. Oh, Lisa, interesting. PM artists used those markers on the gel plate. It was quite interesting.
Oh.
On the gel plate.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think my markers like the
What, your white markers?
my gesso. No, the black ones. I gessoed my pages because of the way they behave. This particular book. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'll get another marker. I mean, I gessoed it early, so it should be dry.
It depends on the temperature of your room. If your room is hot, gesso can be pretty slow drying, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it feels like it's dry.
You guys, I do have an art Facebook group. In case anybody wants to share their neurographic art in my art Facebook group, I could It's listed down. It's listed down below in my description box. It's called The Art of Soul: A Creative Journey. I think that any kind of meditative art, I mean, I just find all art
It's all fun.
is pretty calming.
Yeah, it is. It's true. That's true.
So that's my commentary about this so far.
Some of my intersections aren't too good.
Don't worry. Look at because of my vision, I can't make mine that great.
Oh,
What are you saying? You can't.
Yeah, some of my intersections are a little strange, so it's hard to
Oh, I
you know,
see.
get them to make that cute little thing to
Rounded
happen.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm going to try it out because I have a new schedule starting in September, and Tuesdays would kind of be add to my day and just make it a little bit way too hectic to continue my Tuesday live streams. So I'm thinking I'm trying it out for the next few weeks of doing my live streams on Sundays at pretty much around 2 p.m. Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of Tuesday. So this Tuesday there'll be no live stream because I'm canceling I'm just for the next few weeks, I'm going to see how it goes. I'm canceling my Tuesday live streams and only making them Sundays.
Oh, did you start your residency?
I took my big canvas there. I took my big canvas there and stuff, and met one of the other artist residents, and I go in this week. I'm trying to go in twice a week. I go in this week. Definitely I go in every Thursday, and then it's up in the air whether my second day will be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I don't know. It's up in the air.
I see. Okay.
I'm going to vlog the experience for my channel.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I think that would
goes.
be interesting. Yeah.
Yes. Well, because I kept mine simple, I'm having minimal problem at all. This is turning out pretty good that I have minimal problems here. I'm not doing it with all good. I'm not doing it where I'm going to have tons and tons and tons of shapes. That's too much for me. Oh yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, it's becoming difficult for me because it's not working in some of the intersections. My pen isn't working.
Oh yeah. In the video clip that I showed you the Neurograohic Art tutorial, it is linked down below near the top of the description box, so I'm giving her video credit. How many people have heard of the Medicine Art Festival? That's free. It's free Medicine Art Festival going on online right now. Rebecca's participating. Have you heard of it, Mary? The Medicine Art Festival?
No. What is it about? That should
All
be
kinds of ways for healing through art, but also the
Oh.
other people. It's not just healing through art. Like it's healing through other modalities also. Like one woman's like she's some kind of energy worker, and she explains about energy blocks, and so it's not all about art, but I think maybe I didn't get into it totally, but Rebecca, is it mostly art or is it only a little bit of art? Because why else would they call it the Medicine Art Festival? So, Rebecca, can you tell us, is it only a little bit of art or just?
Sounds like it might be something interesting. I mean, because it is a therapeutic,
Yeah.
helpful that way. So
I found it overwhelming because they gave you so many choices to do this. They have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, 5, and then you look at day 1, it's like all these choices, and I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I picked the one that looks interesting to me, and then that one was not an art one, but I did get something out of it. And then I had to ask Rebecca. I said, which one is the art one that you said you were liking? And then I watched that last night, but she was painting on a canvas, and I did not feel like getting out of canvas and paint. I was just watching her.
oh yeah. Sometimes you can get so much just by watching.
Yes, I can. You can get something out of it by just watching. Yes.
I'm gonna go get some alcohol pads because these pens are driving me crazy.
Okay, let's check the chat. We'll see what's going on. Hi, Davey. Welcome in, Davey. A lot is art, but there is a fair amount of other ways to heal. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Rebecca. Hi, Davey.
Let's see if this will work or not. I don't know.
Well, Red, if you're interested, I can send you a link to the Medicine Art Festival. I think there's only a few more days going on, but they give you access. As of now, they give you access to all the days starting day 1. I can give you a link where you can join. Oh, Rebecca says, no, I don't have to use a can. Yes, I was thinking of doing it in my art journal, but I definitely thought I probably needed to use paint, and I actually didn't feel like getting out my paint last night. Oh, I'm ready for the painting part.
Okay, go ahead. I might be a while here.
I know, that's why I keep.
I should have just. Between having a problem with my pens. Oh goodness, maybe I need a bigger one. Let's see how this works.
What pens are you using?
I'm using a Sharpie.
Oh, okay.
They might be dried out. I mean, I've had them for a while.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, because this one's working real well, and then we'll see how long it lasts.
Then I saw somebody on a YouTube cover, the thumbnail showed a neurographic tree. So she did the neurographic style within a tree shape. And I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
I'm using my wonderful metallic paints. I have a set of, I recently bought a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I recently bought a set of 20 metallic paints.
Ooh, that sounds pretty.
But metallic paints only look good in person. It's hard for the metallic glimmer to show up on the camera. What were you saying?
I bought some black light paint not too long ago. I'm supposed to do a class, and I want to see how that turns out. That should be interesting.
And then you could do that on your channel for Halloween, right?
Yeah, I want to check it. I will do something. I'm doing something at the AR workshop around here, and it's for Halloween.
With AR has something to do with retirement?
No, it's no. I worked there for a while before I had my issue with my back. They work with wood, like do paintings and signs and things like that. So this one's going to be on a canvas piece. But you use a stencil, and it's fun. I mean, there's like parties that they have, and
Oh, it's like sip and paint kind of thing.
yeah, sort of like that. Yeah. Only instead of painting on a canvas, you're painting on wood or a wood sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or like a.
And then
a
everybody
bag.
everybody follows along the same picture.
Yes. Yes.
And
Or
you're
they can
teaching
do
that?
something. Yeah, I'll be
You're-
doing
you're-
something. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're teaching that?
Yeah, I'll be teaching it.
Oh.
I used to be like, I used to be a teach it, you know, teach whatever, help people. They made blankets, all kind of stuff, you know. It's just a bunch of different things. It's interesting. It's a lot of fun, you know, people get together. But the thing I didn't like, this is terrible. As I'm getting older, it's harder for me to handle children. You know, they can be quite full of energy, and I don't have that kind of energy. And a lot of birthday parties for young kids and stuff, and there was like concerns for me of them getting hurt because there's like a lot of tools that you use, and you
For
know,
wood painting. So
yeah,
maybe it's not appropriate for children.
yeah, they need, well, the tools are out. That's the thing. They don't put them away. They're not in a locked area or anything. They're right sitting out. And these kids like to dance around and have a good time. And I was like a wreck that someone was going to get hurt. So it was all right, but I mean, I'd rather teach adults in that kind of thing.
Yeah, if you have the choice, can't you teach adults?
Yeah, well, it's hard because there's hardly that many people that stay. She has like a turnover, and I can't understand why, because she's a very nice person, but she seems to have a hard time holding on to people, and I'm not sure why. Because, like I said, she's very nice, and I quit because I couldn't stand or bend over making different projects. It was too hard with the way my issue was then. So if I get to teach,
I'm using cool colors because cool colors are supposed to be calming. The lady didn't say that in the video, but I already know that in color theory, calming colors are the neutral colors. They're calming. That's why people like to use those color schemes in their homes most of the time, is the neutral colors. But also cool colors, purple, blues, and greens are calming colors. So I just thought maybe I would go with that for the sake of that calming. And
I was thinking the same thing. I was going to use like these shades also. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do one page because it'll take me forever. So I'm just going to do this page, get these all in. Hopefully. See, now, like when these little thin lines come in, that's a little bit of a, I don't know what to do. So we'll see here.
how's it going with people following along? How's it going? Tell us in the chat. How's it going? Oh, Lisa Mingus says it's going great. Oh, awesome, Lisa.
Good.
Oh, Rebecca says, so far so good.
Good. Everybody's enjoying their Sunday with calming, whatever this is, more graphics.
I couldn't, at one point last night after I'd been reading about it, I stepped away and I was thinking, I'm like, oh, neurotica art. Neurotic. No, that's not it. Not neurotica art. Neurotica, which means like associated with being neurotic. No, it's not neurotica art. What is it? What is it? And I had to go back and look. It's neurographic art.
Neurographic. I knew what you meant right away because like I said, I had done it. I had to look it up too because I saw so many people on YouTube doing this.
The trend.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be, but it's been around for a few years. It just
seems since 2014. It was invented in 2014 by a Russian scientist.
Yeah. And a lot of people seem to be doing it, you know. So.
And I've heard about it and never knew what it was. I never really even knew what it was. I just heard about it. And so I just read up about it, research it last night, find out what it was.
Yeah. Well, I think I have everything. I'm going to just clean some of these up.
I do feel calm doing this. I do feel calm.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like you have to pay attention to what you're doing, you know, so it's kind of focusing. Yeah, you're focused. These are out of.
She mentioned that in the video. Yeah, she mentioned that in the video, the benefits of focusing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's like art. I mean, you focus on anything with doing art, and you
exactly.
Right? Some of your, yeah. I mean, I can't tell you how art has helped me through all the things I've been
God. Same for me.
Yeah.
Art's helped you a lot? Art has helped you a lot?
Oh, yeah, especially after my mother died. Oh, my goodness, yes. Because we were so close. How about anyone else? I was wondering how anybody else felt about that. Like, does it help you forget some tragedy?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Like something that's been hard on you.
I find it. Well, one thing is, I find if I go for a few days without doing art, I get so tense. I get so riled up. I get so tense and riled up. And so doing art is one of my ways. It's just a major way for me of getting focused on something and calming down.
Right. I get antsy. Like I'm thinking in my head, like, I got to do something. I got to do some kind of art, something. I started drawing a little bit. Like on my off days of not painting, I'll draw something. Like dogs or insects or something.
Just to keep yourself doing art, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're not going to do some elaborate painting, you can still do 5-minute art. I've heard people talk about 5-minute art.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, this is a biggie here because it intersects a lot of stuff.
So tell us in the chat, how has art helped you?
I think it probably was good with COVID.
Oh, God. I bet it was. Man. Also, it gives me a sense of purpose, a purpose in my life. It's one of the things that gives me a sense of purpose in my life. Not the only thing, but one of the things that gives me a sense of purpose in my life and gives me and then when I'm happy about how some artwork turns out, then it gives me gives me a boost to my self-confidence.
Oh, yeah. So I had already had... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I had already had a palette that I had used before when I did my little thing, to show people about this wash. So I'm just going to use those colors, and it's the same palette you're using, actually. It's like in a blue.
Blue, greens, and purple.
Yeah.
I just want to say, okay, I say that art is one of the things that helps give me like self-confidence, but not the only thing, because you have to be careful. Because here's one of my new mottos. My artwork, the artwork that I make does not determine my self-worth. See? A lot of people tie up their self-worth with their art, and they're like, oh, I made bad art. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person. I made this horrible painting and I'm horrible. No, you have to try to detach from that and like, okay, I'm not so happy with this art, but that doesn't mean I don't have to be happy with myself. That doesn't determine my self-worth, right?
Right. That's true. That's true.
All right, I'm gonna read the chat. See
what's happening.
See what's wonderful things people are saying about how art has helped them. Oh yeah. Hi James Monty, welcome in James Monty. Rebecca says, I don't feel well if I go for a few days without creating something. I don't feel well, right?
Yeah. That's true. I mean, you just need to have that in your life because it's just part of your life.
Oh, Red says, because Red's mainly a writer, but Red says, yes, I got paint and paper at IKEA of all places, and I will get it out today. Oh, you're going to get it out today. We inspired you. Awesome.
Good. That's great.
Living and traveling. And Red says, I stopped living and traveling in my RV all the time because I had no time to write and do other creative stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you get so caught up in things that you don't have time for it. My kids tend to get me get me tied up in different things.
Well, do you find it hard to say no to your daughters, or you don't want to say no?
Yeah, sometimes like I'll have to say I can't do it or whatever. But
yeah. Okay.
But it is hard to say no.
Oh.
Now, I've learned to say no, in my workplace when I worked, I learned to say, no, I can't do that. I'm going to need help with that or something, or it won't
before
get
you
done.
you mean the career you had before you retired?
Yeah. Because you can get really pushed around. And
yes. I got my basic colors in. Now I think I'm going to try to do some color blending. I'm going to do adding colors to add blending or something.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen with me too once these dry a little bit.
So when you do acrylic painting, do you ever work with glazes much?
Well, the only I was doing that actually on this painting I'm working on now. Glazing's really important, especially in doing a portrait of something.
Yeah.
But I only use water to glaze. I don't use like a glazing medium.
I know. But I just found out because I had the question, because I always see Joni Young, who I follow a lot, and she's always just watering down her paint with water. And then I asked her the question. I said, but I've always heard that you add too much water to acrylic, it breaks up the binders. And she goes, that's true. You really should use glazing medium. Yeah. Unless you use like the high quality. Well, she only uses some high quality paints. Unless you use some of my her Holbein, which the Holbeins are only in the neons, and then she goes, then you have to be less concerned about that. But I see what other paint she's using. She's using Liquitex. That's not like Holbein quality. So actually, technically, she should be using Glazing Medium. But I'm glad she gave me the advice that really, if you don't want to break up the binders, so luckily I have Glazing Medium on hand. So I bought several years ago. So when I do glazes, I'm just gonna have to start doing. I'm gonna have to use Glazing Medium.
Yeah, you can use Glazing Mediums. I just use the water. I mean, that's how my teacher taught me, kind of like, to water it down somewhat. You don't have to water it down to a point where, things break up, but you just keep putting thin layers on top of each other. So whether it works or not, I don't know. Oh, this wash is really nice. It's like you add water to it and it just comes right back. Might use some purple in this too, because I got a lot of areas.
Please, Stack Rule, hello, and you're not new here. He comes in saying, please, Stack Rule goes, hi, I'm new here. Please, Stack Rule, thank you for stopping by.
Well, maybe he's new to this this one that we're doing today. He's funny.
Thank you. Lisa said she likes. Well, I don't know who you're talking about, Lisa. Lisa, are you talking to me or Mary?
I think that Diana's further ahead than me.
Oh,
So she's
yeah.
probably talking to you.
I'm only ahead because I kept it simple. I didn't put tons and tons of scribbles because I knew all the scribbles would have to be colored in and rounded out corners, and I knew that because of my vision disability, I knew that my head's going to get in the way of the camera. I think even if I don't have a vision disability, I would have wanted to keep it simple like this because that would drive me crazy trying to fill in all those shapes.
Yeah, there's a lot. Reminds me of something that happens in the 60s, some kind of the way it comes out.
This is an assignment that I actually did with like K1, maybe sometimes second grade, where I didn't call it Neurograohic Art, and they didn't have to write a worry on the back of the paper, but they had to scribble, and then you'd color in the shapes, but you did not round out the corners, and you just color in the shapes or paint in the shapes, and I did that project every year.
Oh wow, that had to be fun for them.
Yeah. That's the thing. What?
Did it teach them to stay in the lines or help them for that?
That's not my concern about them staying in the. That was not my no. Well, staying in the lines is not like a teaching object. Well, that's not one of the teaching objectives because I feel like that's a skill that's just developed along the way.
Yeah.
I learned that for lines and shapes, teaching them how lines become shapes.
Oh,
that's what I was teaching them. Okay. And then how you're making a line and it's continuous all around your paper. And with that one line, because of the intersection and crisscrossing of lines, you have created shapes. Lines create shapes. That's what I was teaching.
I see.
And then when they started coloring it, I might have added in something about colors, like maybe I might have, but I can't remember. But that would have been also a good step to add in something about color, like using only cool colors or using warm colors. And I would call them the cool color family, the warm color family, like they're like families of colors.
Yeah,
which they are, but that makes kids like relate to it better.
Okay. Let's see.
Whoa. What now? I feel like maybe the blending thing, metallic paints aren't terribly dark. They're not terribly dark. I'm thinking I'm going to add patterns inside. So I'm going off track here from what they said, and I'm going to do it my own way.
That would be kind of cool, though.
Yeah. That's another thing I used to do on this assignment. Like that would have been another variation of them doing this, and then they could learn about patterns, they could learn about the concept of patterns and all the different kind of patterns you can make by filling in these different shapes of patterns.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and now I can bring out now let's see if different acrylic paint markers will show up, because I found out acrylic paint markers do not show up on black. That's why I brought up these, but let's see if different color. Now let's see if my acrylic paint markers will work on top of this paint. These do not work. Just because, oh, what is it? It's like it's a transparent color. You know, like how some colors are transparent and some are more opaque.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to put an orange in here. I think that would really pop this.
Go for it. Go for it.
All the colors that you know, like the blues and the purple. I think orange would come out pretty cool.
I was tempted too. I was like, oh, let me add an orange now. And I'm like, no, never mind. I'll just keep it all cool colors. Here's how I organize my markers. Look, it's an old pretzel container, pretzel rods.
Oh yeah.
So it's clear. I like how it's clear. And now I have bunched them in the color category. So all my pinks and peaches are bunched together in this, see, like that rubber band. So here's a little organization tip, you guys.
That's a good idea.
Greens, all shades of greens there. Thank you. All my shades of purples here, bunched up. My metallics, this one, my yellows and oranges should be there. My neutrals, my black, gray, and white. And some of them just fell to the bottom because they should be together. They fell out of rubber bands, but most of them stay together like that. And it works very well. So that's a good tip for anybody that needs any thought that they might need some kind of organization tip like that. As opposed to, you know, unless, you know, if you didn't have some kind of fancy thing, which I do not have any I don't have any room for this. That's why I had to organize my markers like this, because I don't have some big desk surface where all the markers can go on. You just need a lot more art space for that.
Oh yeah.
No, as an art teacher, I never tried to teach kids to stay in the lines. They
just learn.
I would never make that as a focus. I would never critique them like that. I would never make that as a comment. And because I feel like it's a developmental thing that will just come with practice, more practice.
And that's probably true.
The only time to me, that's just like, no, don't tell kids to stay inside the line. That's like, I don't know. To me, it's like, anyway, so what I would do is, but if I saw somebody that was like an older kid that should pretty much know how to stay in the lines, I might say something to that kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, your orange looks good in there.
I think that pops it out a little bit, you know. That helps. Maybe a little green.
Oh, Lisa says orange is her favorite.
Oh, you like orange? Yeah, orange is pretty.
In fact, look at her avatar is orange.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I see that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Red makes a joke. Red says, teach them the color outside the line. You could. That would be a whole different lesson. Like. Red, are you following along? Are you following along, Red?
Something's going on around here. Hear lots of sirens.
Oh my goodness! You should see what happened across the street on our street.
Oh no! What happened? Was it bad?
God. Okay, this lady lives in that house. Well, she would live there for a while, and then she was divorced, and then she's been living in that house for maybe 25 years or more. We don't know, because my husband moved in this house 20 years ago, and she was already here before we were. So she was married, but then they got divorced, and she kept the house, and she lived there alone, and she's been living there. And just recently, like, I've been living in this house 11 years, and she's always been living there. Well, just recently, about a couple weeks ago, sheriffs were there with guns. With the wagons, I don't know. Sheriffs were there, people were there. The whole sudden, all these people, and the sheriffs were leading the whole thing. The sheriffs were leading the whole thing. They took out everything out of her house. All this furniture. Wow. They filled up some trucks and dumpsters. And then they filled up, and it took them about 3 days. And then, so when we're thinking like, well, what? She forfeited on her mortgage or something? They had to force her out of there? It's like, we don't know. We can't go over there and ask, right?
No.
So we were not friends with her.
Okay, so she didn't die.
No, he saw her. He actually saw her the next day. I was thinking maybe she died. I kept saying that she might have died. And no, he said they saw her the next day. Michael said he saw her the next day, or at least somebody, maybe it was her sister or somebody that looks like her, but he thought maybe it was her. But on top now, to make things even more weird, okay, so you think they emptied the house, right? Well, yeah. Now we're seeing they're gutting the house. Like, they're filling tons more dumpsters. They're gutting the house. I'm like, what? Wait, I can understand if somebody bought the house and they're going to do that, but sheriffs just kick somebody out of the house. Yeah. So then all of a sudden they're gutting the house. I'm like, I am dying to know what it is, but I'm like, I'll never know. It's like, who knows what's going on?
Oh my!
Unless somebody like Oh yeah, maybe somebody bought it on auction. You know, you can buy real estate for cheap when you
Yeah,
can buy
that's
real estate for
true.
cheap that have been forfeited, that have been in foreclosure. And then
Yeah.
maybe it happened so quick that a real estate investor maybe bought up that house really fast when they saw that was foreclosed. The real estate investor just bought up the house really fast and without even no sale sign, nothing. And there you go. Now they're gutting the house for investment reasons.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
That just has to be the answer. I can't even think
Wow.
of it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, some of the weird things that happen, you know?
Oh, Red says you should be able to find out somehow.
Yeah,
Oh,
you would-
Davey says it sounds like a drug raid.
Yeah.
No, her husband, not her husband, her son was a drug addict.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, Red says, did she die or did she commit a crime? Maybe she committed a crime. I don't know.
Ooh, maybe she killed her husband. He was giving her a hard time. Oh.
Research. Lisa's saying research public records. Okay, I think I'm going to try to do. Maybe I'm going to look into that. Research
Yeah,
public records and find out.
See what
Maybe you
that-
can find out something. At least through researching public records, you'd be able to find out if somebody recently just bought the place. Yes.
Right. Yeah, that's weird. Wow. Really strange.
Not the kind of thing you usually see around here.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I guess it is now, a guy up our street, he committed suicide. And then there was another
One of your
person-
neighbors? One of your.
Yeah, he
Who?
had a PTSD or whatever it's called.
Yes.
He was in the service, and I guess he struggled, and I guess his wife came home and he was dead. He was shot, and he shot
that's-
himself. It's
Well,
sad.
that has to
Very
be
sad.
so hard.
Yeah, she moved. She left this area, and then we had another person that was died from drugs. We didn't even know that they
Died
had
from
drugs.
drugs?
Yeah,
Died from drugs?
overdose.
Wow.
Yeah,
Drug overdose?
drug overdose. So I mean, there's you just don't know who your neighbors are really, and what's going on half the time. I mean, our close
Sometimes
neighbors.
so.
Yeah, our close neighbors are okay, but the ones that are a little further out of the way.
Right. Oh wait, Red didn't answer my question. Red, are you following along with this? Are you following along with our neurographic art? Mine is neurographic inspired because she doesn't talk anything about pattern making like I'm doing.
Yeah, that's interesting. That puts a nice touch on it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mine just reminds me of the 60s and those crazy patterns like Picasso and all that kind of thing.
Did you say Picasso?
Yeah, like his funny looking stuff. He was amazing though. He really was a good painter. He really when he started, I mean, even
Lisa.
his
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Lisa, hi Lisa B. Lisa just came in here. Now Lisa said, "Now Diana, wouldn't you and Mike have seen the auction taking place?" No, couldn't an auction happen online? Couldn't there be an online auction?
For
And
what?
also couldn't an auction happened inside the house and you wouldn't have known it? An auction could have
Oh.
happened inside the house, or it could have been an online auction. Is my guesses.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true too.
Hi again, Lisa B. Nice seeing you here. Because I've been lurking. Well, I'm glad you reached out and said hello. Oh,
How
you're talking
much-
about
how many people-
Davey says you're talking about cubism.
Oh yeah, cubism. There we go. You've got 18 thumbs up. We need a couple more. with
Oh, well, I
this.
missed my 15 thumbs. I missed my 15 thumbs up. Happy dance.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some black, so I'm gonna go on the outside with black. I'm running out of space on my palette here. Let's see.
Hi, Tim. Channel member in the house. Channel member in the house. Designs by Cadra. Welcome. Shout out to Design by Cadra channel.
Hi.
Come
Hi,
on, you
Nancy.
guys. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. He has been sitting at like 850 subscribers for a couple years now.
Oh,
Let's
my.
move him. Come on. If you're not subscribed to Designs by Cadra, a wonderful art channel, please do it now. Please, let's push him to 1,000 subscribers. It's been taking him forever to get there. And his let me get his link. I'm going to post his link in the. I'm going to post where you can. Hey, Designs by Capra, just put an exclamation point link with no spaces. Exclamation point link with no spaces, and Nightbot will drop your link for you.
I haven't seen him for a while. I mean, I usually sometimes will see him on in I think it's Instagram.
Yeah, he works a lot.
Oh, okay.
No, I know, Lisa. So what I'm thinking is things happen fast paced. See, first the sheriff evicted. She probably had to be evicted. First, the sheriff evicted her, and then I think very fast paced. Right, maybe soon after that, an auction took place, or maybe somebody already had their eye on it and said, "I want that. I want that place." And it could have just happened real fast with that, the auction, and the person already, a real estate investor, maybe already had their eye on the place.
So much could have happened. Jeez.
This is more like, Lisa says, it sounds more likely that seizure of assets based on illegal activity. Whoa.
Oh, that too.
Serious crime.
That too. Wow. So many things.
Come on. Oh, if you guys aren't, okay, he's not dropping his link. I'm going to get his link. I'm going to get Designs by Cadpro's link in here. Let's get him to 1,000 by the end of this year.
Is he a member of what's his name? YouTuber chat?
Chat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he is.
That might help him out too. I haven't seen him on my thing either. I know he's been on, but
Your thing? You mean your notifications?
yeah.
Oh, I get the notifications all the time. I just now have been going there. But see, if you stop going to see people, then you're not gonna get their notifications. If you regularly see people, then more likely you're gonna get their notifications.
Yeah, I was busy there for a while, so I didn't get a chance to. I haven't been
So
on
that's
him.
probably why. Because his
Yeah.
notifications are there. They're there.
Okay, I was wondering.
He's regular as can be, 4 times a week.
Yeah, he's always on. It seemed, at least he was before. I mean, as I said, I haven't seen him, but I'll have to check it out because I am a member.
Okay, here we go. You guys, please click on that link and join Design by Catbird channel. Okay, I pinned his link to the top of my chat because I really want to help him out. Thank you, Lisa, for dropping his link too in his playlist.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta support each other, especially with YouTube. I mean, it just gets hard.
What gets hard?
It gets hard on YouTube, you know, like to grow. It's hard to grow, but you have to support.
Oh God, yo, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I mean, it just
whatever that expression. I know that's a weird expression, but
it's the truth.
In 1 year, I don't know between now and this, but once I hit 3,000 subscribers in March of 2021. Between March and 2021 to March 2022, I had only grown by 100 subscribers. Is it?
Oh wow. Well, you know, the thing is,
so I'm trying new things. I'm going to try new things now, and we're going to see what's going to happen in the next few months. I'm doing some new things that I got to change things up. Can't keep doing the same thing over and over. I'm going to try new things. But go ahead. What?
Well, the thing is too, like, people will subscribe if they don't watch. You know, like,
exactly. You know what's more important? Well, yeah, you know, it's not just the subscribers that's the problem. It's views. I have low views. That's right. So
yeah, that's it too. That's what I mean. The views. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And they kind of go hand in hand, because yes, you can have dead subscribers, inactive dead subscribers, but the other hand, if your subscribership goes up, chances are your views are going to go up too. But if they don't, then they're inactive subscribers. They're no good either. They're just inactive subscribers.
Well,
what you need is active subscribers.
Right. Right.
And views. You're trying to always bring in new people. You have to
I'm going to be having to stop.
You have to keep your old. What are you saying?
I'm going to have to stop pretty soon, but it's getting near that
Mary
time.
cooks dinner early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it cooked. I have to heat it up though. I made little baby spare ribs today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
You bought them in the grocery store. You were able to buy them at the grocery store and then you make them?
Yeah, I baked them this morning, and then I just have to put some barbecue sauce on. So, are you going out today, or are you?
No, we go out we order out every Friday night and have it delivered to our house from like some Italian restaurant, and then we go out. We go out every Saturday night.
Okay. That's nice.
Sunday night we don't go out. I eat leftovers. I eat tons of leftovers from Friday and Saturday on Sunday.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, it doesn't go to waste. Yeah, once in a while we go for more lunchtime instead. We're more lunchtime. What happened to you? You're not on.
That's nice too. And I love going for brunch. I never get to go to brunch, but I love brunch.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's nice. We go for a salad or something and enjoy that. But I like the way this is turning out.
Eggs Benedict.
Oh,
for brunch.
Yeah.
Eggs Benedict for brunch.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite.
That sounds good. So I need another dark. Let's see. So
you guys don't forget to subscribe to Design by Cadbro. His
yes,
link is
I'm
his link.
subscribed, I think, to him. I'm pretty sure. Of course, I'm one
His
of those
link is
people
pinned
that
in the chat.
I have to stop by his channel.
So, before you go, so how did neurographic art make you feel in relation to the worry that you wrote on the back of your paper?
Well, I like the way it's turning out, but I don't think I do this very often. I mean, I like it. It turned out, interesting and everything. But I don't, like I said, I don't think I do this all the time. That's just me.
But did it make any impact on your worry? Like make you feel more peaceful?
Yeah. It makes you concentrate and you don't think about anything else but what you're doing. So it does kind of make you peaceful. It did help that. But I came in pretty peaceful too. I didn't have any real huge things. The things that I'm hoping for are like family related, and my one cousin, who I'm very he lives in Oregon, and we talk quite a bit. Well, he found out he had stage 4 prostate cancer, so I've been worried about him because he's like one of the only cousins that really keeps in touch with me, and I feel so bad because I'm gonna miss him if he's gone. And I'm just hoping that, his treatment will help him. And I'd like to go visit him, before anything happens, so he gets real bad or anything. But right now he seems to be doing okay, I guess. Yeah, you have to go to the doctors. He was one that didn't go. He didn't go. He didn't, you have to go sometimes just to get a yearly checkup.
Yeah.
So, and I always worry about my kids too. I mean, that's always a thing that I think about. But
well, for me, the worry that I wrote on the back, I'm not going to share that, but let's see, in relation to thinking about that worry, I don't feel currently worried about it so much right now. I mean, it did for the moment while I'm doing this, I do feel more calm and don't feel worried about, it's not on my mind as a worry so much. And I feel more like involved with, I'm doing this, but I don't know how that this might be different than just doing artwork. I'm not sure that this is some kind of, my review on this is I don't know that this is some kind of special technique that really, even though it's science-based, like they say, apparently it shoots off things in your neurons in a new way. And I just feel like I might have felt the same way if I did. Well,
yeah, that's how I feel too. Like it really didn't.
Here's one thing. When I try to draw something on camera that is like has to look like something real, like I do get nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking to me. And to think like, oh no, I might make a mistake and it's going to look horrible and it'll go through the ugly phase and people are going to judge me. And then here, I kind of didn't have those. I didn't have those fears, and I feel calm. I'm happy with how this is going, and I feel calm about this. So maybe, who's to say? Maybe I did get some. Maybe I did get some results from that, as opposed to doing art that has to look like something realistic on camera.
Yeah. See, that's I think that's it too. Because like even if you make a goof up on this, it still looks fun. Yeah,
look, my cameras went off.
Yes, I see that.
I didn't do that.
Oh, there's Grace.
My camera. I did not turn my camera off.
You didn't turn it off even.
I didn't do that. I see. I'm getting some computer messages here. your system has run out of application memory. What?
Oh.
That sounds serious.
Yeah, it does.
Oh God, I guess I have to go, everybody. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. It says your system has run out of application memory. To avoid problems with your computer, quit any applications you are not using.
That
Okay,
is so
I don't know
weird.
what's going on. I guess I have to leave this live stream. I'm sorry. I hope people can even still hear me. Mary can hear me, but
Yeah,
I don't know if
can
I'm.
hear you. I
Am I
wasn't
being
even paying
heard?
attention. I was just
I
working
know
on
you
this
don't have
thing.
to pay attention, but I'm just saying. Oh my God, can people? I don't know if people can still. Here, let me see. I think people can still hear me.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
hear you.
Grayscale.
Grayscale just came in. Hi, Grayscale. Yes. Yes, Mary was telling you. Wait a minute. Yeah, you're can.
Oh yes, they hear me. They hear me.
Yeah, they can hear
Clean
you.
your cache. Oh, Grayscale says clean your cache. I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't know what that means to clean my cache. I've heard it many years. I've always heard that, and I'm like, that's one tech thing. That's one of the little tech things that I don't understand. I'm gonna have to Google that and see what that means. Okay, thank you. I can't turn my camera back on.
Okay. Well, you have a good week, and we'll see you in a few weeks then. And I'll be on Wednesday. I have a painting that I'm working on, and I have to finish it up.
Yeah,
And it will be a recording.
Mary's link is down below in the description box.
Thanks,
Bye,
everybody.
Sorry, I'm having tech issues. I'm gonna have to go. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Wonderful to have some of you following along. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.